How's it going, everyone? Harrison Singer here, once again in front of the most beautiful skyline in the world. I don't think I'm going to stop saying it. It's just the cold, hard truth. I'm with another very, very, very special guest, well, you could say self-proclaimed Princess of New York, right? The one and only Kyy Stacks.
Gra, you know the Ross. Big
living.
Stacks, never the little one.
You
gotta make sure when you say that, like Kyy Stacks.
That's right in the Instagram
Big
name, right?
Stacks, never the little one. Word.
Say less. How you doing? How is everything?
Everything good, life good. I mean, blessings.
Absolutely. Well, cheers to that as we get started here. Drinking, the reposado.
Right, yeah, get it right, bro. Get it right.
You know, it's bad luck not to drink after you cheers, so I'm just letting you know. That's what I heard. But we're going to be talking with the Princess of New York about her new project coming out. I'm excited for that. Growing up in the Bronx and your journey up the ladder, growing your name as an artist since you started. Also then, a huge one, going on tour with Lil Tjay, locking in with him and just a bunch of other artists as well. You know, like artists like Suno, Fivio, Sheff G, Sleepy Hollow, all these people. We're going to get to all that shit.
The guys is here.
Before we get into it, though, like this video, drop a comment, subscribe to the new channel. This podcast is also now available on all streaming platforms. I'm going to keep telling you all that, too. So it's Apple, Spotify, Amazon, Google. It don't matter. So whether you're in that whip, driving around on your way to work, whether you're cooking dinner, whatever you're doing at the gym, listen to Kyy Stacks talk her shit, because that's really what we're about to get into.
Hold on. Let's go.
First thing I want to get to, though, is this project that you got coming out. Would you have a name for it, I guess, for the first question?
Yeah. So it's called 2-3.
Okay, bet.
Trust Your Struggle. This is my Jordan year, so I took a little break during the COVID situation from music. I took a little break, had to, like, regroup, get everything right, my mind right, my living situation, everything like that. So I took a little break from the music. This would be like the first project I ever dropped since I've been doing music, so it mean like a lot right now.
Oh yeah.
I named it 2-3 because it's my Jordan year, and we in 2023.
Oh yeah.
So for me, Jordan year, you know what that means. For me, the grind don't stop.
Oh yeah. I'm just.
It's gonna touch a lot of like projects based off my life. Like, so nothing in this, no song is cap. Nothing in any record is cap. Everything I'm saying is authentic. It talks about like my life, relationships, friendships, family problems, real life street shit. Like, we're gonna get real deep into this shit. For me, for real. So that's basically what it's about. And it just sums up like the pandemic. So now that it's a new year,
you almost quit for a second there, didn't you? I mean, we'll get more into that,
right?
But good thing you didn't, right? That's for sure. But shit, it seems like, in a limited amount of time, you've been through the ringer a little bit, especially after growing up, in the Bronx and shit like that, which we're definitely going to get into, no doubt.
Nah, let's do it.
But I do want to a few more questions about this project. Obviously, I think a lot of fans want to know is, how many tracks is it?
I want to say it's 8.
8? So is that fully decided yet, though?
I want to say it's 8. I don't really know yet, like 100%. The tape is done, because a lot of my fans, I get threatened.
Yeah, I've heard you say your fans are hating you for not dropping enough music.
I can show you. I got this fan, his gram. This is how real it is. I know his Instagram is Miami Heat 1308. Okay. He writes me every day, "You're a liar. You never dropped it." Like, I swear to God. But it's gonna be like 8 songs. For me.
Well, so shout out to Miami Heat 1308 for being on your ass about it, because the people are fucking waiting. No lie. But so I guess with 8 tracks, are you considering this an album or a mixtape?
Nah, it's an EP.
EP, so yeah, okay.
After this, you feel me?
Absolutely.
Got a couple meetings, and then we'll work on the album or something, once that check clear.
Say less. Any features you're willing to share with the people?
Sheff G.
Sheff G. So round 2 with Sheff G?
Something like
free
that.
Sheff G?
Free Sheff.
Something like that? Hell yeah.
Free Sheff, free Sleepy.
Absolutely. So last, I guess, question for now, at least, about this project is what went into making the whole thing? Like, what was your process of making these songs and picking them?
All right. The process is, there is no process. No cap. Like, this is like, I literally lived this lifestyle. It's not cap. So it's like, it's no, you got to plan to go to the studio. I go to the studio randomly. Like, I don't ever have a planned day. I literally, if I wake up at 2 in the morning, I want to record at 3, I'm going to call the studio, go to the studio. So it's like all the songs came from, like, just being locked in with myself and finding myself and stuff. And then like struggles, it's different things I went through for me, life problems. So it's like anything I go through, I literally talk about it through a song, and it gets annoying sometimes because I hate talking about certain things. But it's like a therapeutic way too.
Yeah, that's what music's for, right? Like you leave in the booth, you know, like type shit. Absolutely. So that's a reminder to the people. 2-3. That's the title, right?
2-3, yeah.
So if this interview's out by then, you know, like just go fucking stream that regardless, whether this comes out before or after.
Tap in. Feel me? Make sure y'all pre-save that when the pre-save link go up. Make sure y'all stream that, go crazy. This is my first tape, feel me?
That'll be on all platforms too, right?
All platforms, everything you heard. And on top of that, feel me? I got like a little surprise for y'all. So y'all gotta make sure y'all run that up, feel me? Run that up, that shit going crazy. We gonna go up. It's that year though, you heard?
Say less about that. So we covered the project there. Now I feel like it's only right, especially for people just tuning in and getting to know you for the first time, to talk about like Kyy Stacks, the person, and how you grew up, you know what I mean, type shit, like in the Bronx, you know, all that.
A lot of people don't know this. I was born in Queens.
Yeah, I had that written down. You beat me to it.
I was born in Queens. For me, I got family from Queens and Brooklyn. So I kind of grew up around trenches and then the suburbs too. So it's like, it's a little bit of both. I spent most of my time in the trenches though, for me, living with my mom, for me, and stuff. Like, I don't live with my pop, so living with my mom, I spend most of the time in the trenches and stuff. Not purposely, but it is what it is. So I moved to the Bronx around like when I was like 9, 10, and I just been there ever since. So I got most of my like lifestyle survival skills from the Bronx. So it's like born in Queens, but like the Bronx really raised me, for me, and it really made me. So it's different. It's different being from the Bronx. Like you gotta really be on like point with everything you do. Yeah. Like the littlest thing could get you into a situation.
I've heard you say, quote, the Bronx is dangerous.
It's dangerous.
Not a lot of people make it out from there.
At all.
They hold a lot against you from being there.
Definitely. Like when people like, I don't like when people talk about the Bronx, because a lot of people that talk about the Bronx is scared to come here. So I feel like being from the Bronx is a win for me, because I go to the Bronx, I go to Brooklyn, I go to Queens, I go, for me, my 2 feet. I ain't scared to walk around, because being from the Bronx, being like how I was raised out there, seeing certain things, it made me feel like I could go anywhere and I could adjust to it, feel me? If I had to, so.
This might be one of our first kind of Nardwuar-esque moment here, but it was one of those scary things. I'm going to let you explain it, or at least as much as you're comfortable explaining it. But it was one of those scary-ass things that have happened to you, something that happened at a party.
At a party, a lot of bad things.
People get shot at a party or something like that you went to?
Oh, yeah, so I was like, nah, that's crazy. You're doing your research. I ain't gonna lie. You're doing your research.
Cheers to that.
That's that. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. So
started. So
when I was, I would say 13. My mom is the type of mom, like, shout out to my mom, because she gonna violate, but my mom is real strict growing up. So my mom was already scared for us living in the Bronx. Like, I don't want you out. Like, you go to school, come home. You feel me? Or I'll pick you up from school, like, on that type of time. When I was 13, I lived on a block across the street. There was these buildings, and people used to just throw parties there all the time, feel me? So I wanted to go to the party. So I used to fake, like, try to sneak out the crib, but it never, like, went through. So my mom finally, like, let us go to the party. She's like, yo, y'all could go to the party. It's across the street. I could look out my window and see y'all, like. Yeah. So I'm like, all right, cool. This party goes on. I think it's Regents Week. In high school, it was like Regents Week, where if you didn't take the Regents, you could stay home and stuff like that. So I think it was like in January, if I'm not mistaken, around that time. Everybody's on like break. So there's parties every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They're throwing a party. I finally get the okay to go to the party. It wasn't even supposed to go down how it went down. Some girls hit me up. They're like, yo, where you at? I'm like, I'm in my crib. They're like, you not at the party? I'm like, nah, not right now. But I live across the street. So I'm like, I live across the street. Like, what happened? She's like, yo, can you come get me from outside? So I'm like, all right. Come out the crib. There's this big dude, like, just standing in front of the building that we usually have parties at. So I'm not paying him no mind. I'm just like, all right, typical regular dude. And he comes up to us, and he sees me get the girls. So I'm like, yo, walk in my building. So they're telling me like, yo, this guy just pulled the gun out on us. He said that if we throw a party, he's shooting it up. So I'm like, what? I'm like, y'all bugging out. So I'm walking in my building, but as I'm walking with them in the building, he comes up to me. So he's like, are you the one throwing the parties? I'm like, no. Like, so he's like, yo, I'm letting you know now. Like, let your people know. I don't want to hear no music. I don't want to hear no people commotion. Like, if there's a party being thrown, I will shoot it up.
Jesus Christ.
I'm 13 at the time, so I'm like, part of me, I'm from the Bronx, so one thing about, like, people from the Bronx, they'll test your gangster until you really do something. So me, I'm like, this nigga is capping, bro. Like, he's bugging. He's probably just lost in the head. He's capping. Bro, me thinking shit is a joke. Like, for me, shit is a game. I walk in my building like, bro, whatever. I walk away from him. He's like, why you walking away from me? I'm talking to you. My brother's coming out the building. So as my brother's coming out the building, I just see a pole. Like, he got chop on him. I'm like,
oh, shit.
Oh, nah. So I started running to the building. Me, the girls, my friends, like 2 of my male friends. One of my friends, I was there. His name is Baby O. He was there. I'm running in the building. My brother, if it wasn't for my brother, feel me, we all would have died. And that's a fact. Like,
what'd he do to fuck, like,
for me, I'm running in the building. My mom building got security, so you got to get buzzed in to come inside. Mm-hmm. So as we run in the building, my brother doesn't know what's going on. The dude is running behind us. There's a glass door, like. Mm-hmm. So I'm running the building. The first thing I'm thinking, like, my instincts is, my mom lived on the first floor. So it's like, yo, if he see me go on the first floor, it's only 5 windows here. He's going to shoot my mom windows up. I was like, yo, get on the elevator. So we all went in the elevator to the 5th floor, and we took the steps back down. So he could have just been lost. My brother's holding the door the whole time. He's holding the door while the dude got the pole on him.
Yeah.
You could see him. He could see us. He's holding the door while we run in the elevator. He could have shot the door, like, you feel me? So I'm like, damn, that's crazy. I ran to my mom's crib. My mom's like, what's going on? Who the hell are these kids? Like, I got like 5 kids with me. She's like, who the hell? I'm like, they panicking, crying and shit. I'm like, oh, yo. I'm like, Mom, some dude pulled the gun out on me. So my mom started panicking. I couldn't go outside for like a week after that. 2 weeks, probably.
A week? That's it?
2 weeks, bro. And that's because I got to go to school. So it's like, for Regents Week, that was a tough week for me. You know what I mean? No hoes, no
that probably,
I mean, it's crazy.
That probably hurt with the studying a little bit.
Word. And he did end up shooting the party up. Like, because we was stuck in the crib. We hid in the crib getting low. My mom.
He went back across
He went to the party. Yeah, there's other people coming in. There's other people coming in the building. He's letting them come in. He dead shot it up. Like, I don't think nobody got hurt, but he did get arrested that night because obviously the pops pulled it. But it was just crazy. That was a crazy experience. I ain't gonna lie.
That's 13. That's crazy. So. That's absolutely crazy. So, I guess right on that note, another thing I've heard you say about the Bronx, and that would add support to this, is, you know, the Bronx taught you how to mind your own fucking business.
Heavy on it.
Yeah.
If it ain't got nothing to do with you,
stay the fuck
don't let it get through with you. You heard?
Yeah.
Word.
Say less on that.
Heavy on it.
So if I'm not mistaken, you have recently moved out of the Bronx. Is that
I don't live in the Bronx.
You don't live in the Bronx anymore. So, Jersey gang. That's what's up. So, was buying your crib off rap money the biggest accomplishment? Would you consider that the biggest accomplishment you've had?
Yes, heavy on it. Getting my first place is definitely a big accomplishment, especially because, like, I really grinded for this. Like, I told myself when I was on tour, when I get off tour, I'm going to have my first crib.
Hell yeah.
So, for me to be 19 years old, get my first crib. It's so real, my driver's here with me. When I moved to Jersey, he moved to Jersey a week after me. Swear to God.
So is that someone like you're tied with too?
Yeah, that's my dog.
Hell yeah.
But that's like one of the biggest accomplishments I would say is definitely being able to maintain and have my own apartment and being able to live how I want to live. No rules,
without
no
having
parents.
to walk across. Yeah, that too.
I could have as many, like, if I wanted to, I could have 20, 30 girls in the crib if I wanted to. So it's a good vibe. It's cool.
Like young Hugh Hefner on your type shit.
Yo, that's crazy that you say that, because that's what he called me yesterday, Hugh Hefner.
Really?
I swear to God, Bugs. Bugs, my driver.
Bugs, shout out Bugs. Hell yeah, no, so I want to kind of also cover here, like, it's intertwines with growing up in the Bronx, but, like, your journey towards, like, getting started in music and, like, how you were around music at such a young age. Now, stop me if I'm wrong about anything here, but if I'm not mistaken, again, Your mom can sing a little bit, right?
Yeah, my mom can
That's a
sing.
fact. Yeah, and also shouts to her for supporting 5
Word,
kids.
5 of us, bro.
How's the
I
breakdown
love them
go?
niggas.
Like how does that breakdown go? Is it like
Um,
sisters, brothers, wise?
yeah, I got a little sister, and the rest of them are boys.
So you're oh shit. Okay, so you're the 4th.
And I'm the second child.
Oh, you're the second
oldest,
child.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I'm the second oldest, and all my other siblings are younger than me.
Okay.
So
And is the youngest sibling your sister?
my youngest sibling is my little sister.
So do you bond over like having to deal with all the shit that comes with that, or? 'Cause my sister's the only girl in our family, and I don't hear the end of that.
Oh my God, let me
I don't
tell
hear
you.
the end of that.
My little sister is like, when I'm on, like, I'm gonna put her on TV for sure. I'm gonna help her get that acting career.
Get her on a song like Polo G did on Through the Storm, like that.
Yo, my little sister is comedy, and it's like so crazy. At first, I thought I was gonna be the only girl for so long. My mom had a little girl. I'm like, it's not a girl.
Having those fucking boys. And
She
you were
was
like,
waiting. She was waiting. So my little sister, dealing with her, it's like she's feisty. So now I get to see like my little brother and them look up to me. But my little sister's like, I'm a little more different with her. Like, the way I act with her is a little more different than how I act with my little brothers and stuff. And she's like a little princess, so.
It should be, I feel like.
But she's feisty. Like, she's.
Gotta protect herself with all the.
Yeah,
all the boys in the
I'm
house.
not worried about her. She's on that. She's on timing for real. She's like 8 years old, 7 years old. She's on timing.
She growing up in the Bronx still, or?
Nah, my little sister, yeah, they in school in the Bronx right now, but my mom is moving to Long Island, so they about to go to school in Long Island next September.
So other family members, though, again, sticking with the theme of you being around music at a young age, were you raised in the church?
Yeah.
And your grandma was like getting on your ass about singing?
Yo,
in
my
the church?
grandmother is crazy, bro. They were,
Yeah. Tell me more about that. Like,
so
were you in the choir or some shit, or you just went?
I
to
was
service,
forced
like, to
though.
mass?
Yeah, like I was in the choir whenever I spent the night in my grandmother's crib. I was never really in the choir. So it was just like my grandmother, like, they don't play this, like, when it comes to like going to church and stuff. I'm grown now, so I do what I want. Now let me stop. But when I was younger, I used to visit my grandmother on weekends. Some weekends she'll go to church. My mom goes to church too, so it's like, but with my grandmother, she was more on it, like, we're gonna learn these songs on Saturday night and Sunday morning when we go to church. Y'all all gonna sing it. Not just me though. Like, I knew how to sing. My brothers and them horrible, but they still had to sing. You feel me? Like, cousins, everybody. So it was forced on me though. It was cool though.
Oh yeah.
Cool experience.
So we covered your mom, your grandma. Now, is it also true that your aunt owned a recording studio?
Yeah.
And was she making beats? Like, was she a producer?
Yeah, my aunt. Yeah, shout out to her.
Hip hop beats, like.
Yeah, like she didn't take this career serious. That's kind of one of the main
side hobby
reasons.
thing.
Yeah, that's kind of one of the main reasons why I take my shit serious. Cause I feel like far as talent, nobody in my family that really had a talent took it the way they were supposed to take it. You feel me? Besides my pops, but other than that, everybody else kind of like slept on their talent and did the 9 to 5 type of thing. You feel me? My aunt had a studio though in her attic. She built the studio. It was fire. And they had another studio in Queens, for me. She used to make beats and stuff. So me growing up, I used to just hear my mom sing, my aunt and them make beats, and I'm trying to rap. So kind of gravitated on me. Like, I was already musically inclined with everything.
Yeah.
So it was a fun experience.
Was she working with like software and shit like that?
Yeah,
like Logic or...
because of her, I learned about FL Studios when it first came
yeah.
out. Like,
what was it called at the time? Fruity Loops or
Fruity
some
Loops,
shit?
yeah, it was called Fruity Loops
yeah,
at the time, yeah. So I definitely learned a lot from her too.
Yeah.
It wasn't for, like, she recorded my first record ever, and I think she still has. It's probably gonna be in the documentary of my tape, but not.
So this was before I'm Back.
This is like when I was 6.
Oh shit.
I'm like
okay.
6 years old.
So I was gonna. We'll get to that in a second, actually, if like your first time and shit in the studio. But before we get there, I'm wondering. I've heard you've been asked this before. I'm hoping it's changed. But have you actually gotten the chance to bring your mom in the studio yet? What's the word with?
No,
that's a no-go.
No, bro, and it's crazy because every time I say I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna put my mom in the studio. I'll be like, yo, I'm gonna bring you to the studio.
And
it's like it just never works out. I don't know. I guess because I got siblings, she be busy, she work too, so.
Be like that.
But I'm going to get her in the studio one of these days. You're going to see a little Big Stacks, Little Stacks.
That'd be fire.
One of these days, hopefully.
My mom's going to watch this interview and be like, Harris, why aren't you putting me on like that?
Word.
Don't give her any ideas, please.
Not yet.
But as far as what you might have grew up on, if I'm not mistaken, in the house, what your mom was playing in addition to her singing.
Keyshia Cole. Shout out Keyshia
Cole. So I wanted to get to Keyshia Cole, but before we do,
she
Beyonce.
Played, yeah.
Like, let's give Beyonce her flowers.
Beyonce, Keyshia Cole, Mary.
Kelly Rowland.
What's her name?
Omarion.
Dang, how I'm forgetting her name. She's a legend. Aaliyah.
Oh, hell yeah. Rest in peace.
Mary J. Blige, that's what I mean. So she played a lot of that. Beyonce, Kelly Rowland, Aaliyah.
So I saved Keyshia Cole for last.
I know.
I think you know where I'm going with this too.
Yeah.
So I saved Keyshia Cole for last for a reason that you know. I'm gonna literally pull up a screenshot. This is gonna be on the screen in editing on my phone, but I have it saved here. You literally tweeted. I want like a picture of you.
Yo, nah.
Right? So I'm showing this to the camera, and this is gonna be pulled up on the screen. But I want to be the one who you believe in your heart is sent from. You added her.
And I added her.
And she literally quote tweeted you. But she did you kind of dirty, unfortunately, right?
She
like
did me
she did you dirty. She goes, "You literally look 10."
Right?
That's a little rough.
It's alright though.
But she be like it. I'm not gonna come in out of pocket here, but like people were I will say this: people were dogging her a little bit in her comments, saying like, "Don't you like them young?"
I mean, listen, baby. If you watching
shoot your shot into that
hold
camera
on.
right now. Shoot your shot.
Listen, yo, KC. Listen, every kiss begins with K, you heard? You K and K, you know?
Smooth.
Do some things, man.
That's better than the old pickup line I've heard you go with the, "Hey, yo, baby girl, why you playing?"
Baby girl, nah, that's my shit.
Is that still your thing?
I be like, yo, baby girl. No cap. I feel like any girl that ever joked around with me, because I don't be, baby girl and these girls, but I say that. That's a fact. Oh, baby girl. No cap. I feel like any girl that ever joked around with me, because I don't be, baby girl and these girls, but I say that. That's a fact.
So, we covered your mom and I guess your mom's side. On the flip side, if I'm not mistaken, your dad is an acclaimed book writer or some shit, right? Does he have like his own? He had his own show on BT or something.
Yeah, he still has his own show on BT.
Okay, bet. So, I'm gonna harp on this. I can't harp on it enough. Speak on this however much you're comfortable with. But I guess first question about that is: did you grow up in, at least for any period of time, a two-parent household, or how was that?
Yeah. So I lived with both my parents until I was like probably 10, like 9. My little so 9.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up with both of them. So the same 2-family home.
Mm-hmm.
Things didn't work out for that though. It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's my guy right there.
Yeah. Say less on that. I was wondering, on that note, I've heard you say in like a prior interview, put it this way, that you wish like, with all the things that he has going, you know what I mean, like the show on BT and shit like that. Your words were, you could have
put me on. Where I feel like that. Like now that I'm older, I'm kind of glad he didn't put me on though, cause everything I did, everything I got, I worked on by myself.
Is that not motivation?
It's a motivation, yeah. And I'm not gonna lie, I tell people this a lot. My pops is like one of my biggest motivations. Like besides like relationship wise, like business wise, career wise, like if like I seen him grind from young to now to get where he's at. So for him to be where he's at, I'm proud of him.
Mm-hmm. I feel like that's a big thing. Like that's being a huge person.
Yeah, for real, I'm proud of you. Word, proud of you. Word, I'm proud of him though. I seen the grind. So since young, I seen my pops. I would have never thought. You feel me? That was his gift. His gift was writing books and telling stories and stuff. Like he used to do this crazy thing when I was a kid. Sound like Donald Duck. Like he knew how to like do impersonations of people and stuff. He's a cool dude, but his grind and shit like definitely is a motivation.
It rubbed off on you in a different way. I mean, both your ways with words, if anything.
Yeah, for me, if it wasn't for him, I ain't gonna lie, I probably wouldn't have the mindset I have now. I could give him that. Like, because of him, I look at things with a bigger view, bigger perspective. Everything is, like, bigger than what it is. Since a kid, like, I was always told you're a rich kid, for me. So, I got to get rich. So, it's like, for me, like, him putting that in my head, like, the luxury lifestyle, to this, to that, it built me, for me, to who I am now.
Got to get rich, right? Stack it up or pack it up.
Stack it up, pack it up, you know that.
No doubt. But thank you for sharing all that stuff, about your dad, because I know that shit could be personal,
Nah, word, yeah. Nah, yeah, that's cool. We're not ducking no wreck.
Hell no. That's real, no doubt. So you mentioned it a little bit about those records or something, like when you were 6 years old. Was the first time though that you ever like were actually in a recording studio when you were like 4 years old or something like that?
Yeah, I was like 4 or 5.
Do you remember anything from that experience? Like any of the bars you laid down?
Oh,
on
yeah.
some,
So, so the song I recorded was in my aunt's studio. All right, so Google got my government name, but I'm not gonna say it. But I was like, this ripping the mic, this how we do it. Yo, listen to it. I was just chatting though. I'm mad.
Now there's some documentary material for you. Find that audio file.
My grandmother actually has the audio.
You gotta get
on
that.
CD
You gotta
to
get
this
that.
day. I swear to God.
I'm not gonna.
Still has it.
I'm not gonna.
Has
You
the
know,
record. It's crazy. It's on a CD, like a CD. I haven't seen a DVD, a CD in a long time. She has it.
Yeah.
So I was just chatting. I was like, my friends looking at me like I'm crazy, but I'm not. I'm lazy like a daisy. I was chatting. I was mad young.
So you were talking.
I was swagged out.
You were talking a little bit.
Yeah,
You were
like,
talking.
that was
Especially
good
for a
times.
fucking 4-year-old. Sounds
And
like
I still remember that. I got photogenic memory. I got good memory.
That's crazy. I barely remember shit from when I was 4 years old, so frankly, you know that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't want any creative input here. I'm not gonna overstep, but that does sound like some great documentary material. If you're able to dig up that song, you know what I mean, from your grandma, holy
that's
shit.
My grandmother has that.
Absolutely. Well, segueing into how music started to become a real thing for you, past rapping a little bit when you were 4 years old. So you went from going to the studio for the first time as a 4-year-old to, I guess, really starting to hit the studio for real and make real songs, I guess, when you said, like, what, 16, 17? Is that fair to say? So originally, you got kind of lit off of Facebook.
Facts.
And then when you dropped I'm Back, right? That was like the kind of like a break there, and you came back
tough.
the right way.
That's an old record. That was tough. Yeah.
Niggas talking, but they trash. Had to go and spit the facts. I took a break and now I'm back. I'm flexing on them, that's a fact. I had to get up off the track, and now I'm really getting stacks. See niggas hating why they mad. Yeah, I popped a lot of tags. Niggas talking, but they trash. Yeah, I had to speak the facts. I pulled up in a different whip with a different bitch and some different kicks. I slide in the party and make it lit. They hating on me cause I'm making it. I thought I had
Yeah, I started off on Facebook. So, excuse me. When I was younger, everybody I knew was Facebook famous. I wanted to be Facebook famous. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna get Facebook famous for something. And I did music, so I was always rapping in class. I was always doing like talent shows.
Any lunch table type shit?
Yeah, facts, with the little pins and everything. You know,
Yeah.
and a little
Yep.
drum tap and shit. So that's what happened. I started doing like cover arts and just posting the video on Facebook. And it'll go viral. Some of them will go viral, some of them won't. Some of them will just reach a larger audience. And from me doing covers, everybody was just like, yo, bro, why you don't just rap, bro? Like, go to the studio. So it took a while. I never wanted, like, I could have been in the studio all my life, but I never wanted people to control what I could say and what I couldn't say. So growing up with a family that's in church and that do certain things, like they live their life a certain type of way, I never wanted them to be able to control what I gotta say. For me, I want to speak for myself. I don't want to write I don't want you to tell me what I can't do because I'm gonna do it every time. So I waited till I was of age to like do what I wanted. So when I was like 16, I was in high school. I was doing bad in high school, but I was in high school skipping class in the hallway and shit, just rapping like with all my friends in high school that was rapping. I was just rapping in the hallway, playing around, feel me?
Now you can go back to that school after buying your own crib off
Yeah,
rap
they
money
actually
and
want
saying,
me to
you
pull
can't
up.
tell me shit.
Yeah, they want me to pull up. That's crazy. Shout out to Peggy. She want me
No,
to
that's
pull
crazy that they even asked you back.
Yeah.
You like that.
That's crazy. So I went to school, my middle school. When I applied, like in New York, you get to like apply for high schools you want, and whichever one your top 3 pick, I think you get to go there. So the school I picked, Dougie Fresh, I think his name is.
Yeah, the
Dougie,
rapper.
The rapper.
Yeah, the old. Yeah.
He owned my school. And my
Really?
schools, yeah, he like owned it, or he did something with the school to where it was supposed to be for music. So when I went to that school, they had like engineering, recording, and beat producing. So I specifically picked that school.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Shout out Dougie Fresh. OG.
Shout out him, yeah.
I didn't know that. That's definitely really cool. And that first song, I'm Back, like after all this and you dropping that,
I'm back, yeah.
that shit has like 125,000 plays on
It's crazy,
SoundCloud.
like.
Wasn't that produced, at least in part, by Cash Money AP?
Yeah,
Like,
Cash Money
talk
AP used
about
to
a
show so
placement
much
for
love.
your first song.
So yeah, so a lot of these producers, I catch them before they blow up.
Uh-huh.
It's crazy, it's unexpected, but I always do. Like,
Have a good ear
always
for it, I
Cash Money AP, he was one of them before he blew up. I found his beat, he DM'd me, he shared it, he showed love and everything.
Sick.
That was my first record I dropped on SoundCloud. But I had recorded in the studio for like a year straight before I dropped, and I posted a snippet. The reason why I dropped it, I did a snippet in my friend's crib, and I posted it. I didn't expect the snippet to go viral. The video went viral on Facebook.
Yeah.
So then I dropped it. Like nobody knew when I was gonna drop. I dropped it, and I edited the caption, and I put the link in the caption of the post that went viral. So now as people sharing it, they started clicking the link.
Smart.
And yeah.
Very smart.
That's how that went down. But that is a dope record, though. That was like beginning record
slap,
for me. Yeah.
Definitely. Then some of those other first tracks up on SoundCloud, like these get you in your nostalgic bag at all. Hold Ya, right?
Hold You. Yeah, I did the remix. Shout out to Egyptian. He shared it too.
I Like Girls. There's a video for that one, right? Like a little
P&B Rock.
R.I.P. P&B Rock. Yeah, absolutely. And this is one of my favorites still to this day by you, but No Talking. I mean, that's just
that was my breakthrough record.
Yeah.
So that's still a little sneaky record right now.
Yeah.
I love that song.
We have to talk.
I'm not talking.
See if you look me in my eyes, nigga, you can see the pain shit. I don't need no love, just give it up, you can save it. That's just how I felt, nigga, that's just how that pain hit. And I came from nothing, nigga, so this what it came with. We don't like to talk, we fight it out, we like the bang shit. And it's fuck 12, cause we ain't giving out no name shit. Swear all my life I wanted to be rich instead of famous. Swear all my life I wanted to be rich instead of famous.
But eventually all of this, and obviously a few other songs, those are just some either very first ones or notable ones. But eventually all of this ends up leading to a collab you have with Sheff G. I guess you're running part 2 on the album. But Oh Shit, right, is the one that
Shout
you guys...
out to Sheff G.
How'd that whole thing come together in the first place?
My management, they in tune with his management real close. I was in the studio, I did the song. And this is like right before I was going on tour. So I was just like, yo, I can hear a rapper on this. Like, I need like Sheff G.
Yeah.
At the time, Sheff G was just like breaking through too. So it was just more like a relationship thing. Like my peoples knew his peoples. And if he liked the record, he'll hop on it. So they end up working something out and he jacked it. So
Absolutely.
he put a verse on there. We was in the studio. We was chilling. And then it was history from there.
Got me like, oh shit. Ain't never think my day ones would be on whole shit. I done seen a lot of funny and some cold shit that left me hopeless. Like, whole shit, whole shit.
Look, I done seen it once, I seen it all. Need me, I'm the one that they gon' call. I just wanna see my niggas ball. But niggas rather see us take a fall. Make it cold in the winter. Was a loser growing up, I guess it made me a winner. Wasn't with me way before and no recruiting with niggas. Had a pole before a coat, you know how heaters is different.
That's what's up. Then shortly after that came No Keys, right?
No Keys, yeah.
I mean, if you know anything about Kyy Stacks and don't know about No Keys, the fuck is you on? I mean...
Nah, really though, No Keys is dope.
I'm breaking down the doors. I know they rather see a nigga fall. Got off the benches, I just had the ball. Oh, no, my body's haters, shake 'em off. I took a break, but now I'm taking off. They watch their face until we break 'em off. I need a bag, I'm trying to make it.
I love that record. That was like a little pandemic record.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, it's just fire.
that was different.
Absolutely. So we mentioned Sheff G, but now, like, off of that note, I want to move in a little bit to some of the collaborations and start most notably with a name that obviously, you know, through fan pages, through tour, you know what I mean, like Lil Tjay.
That's the Gaza. Shout out to the bro.
I definitely want to hear you elaborate on this whole backstory here. But this all started, I guess, like you locking in and ending up on tour with him, start with the DM.
Started with a DM.
And then shout out to Lee, right?
Shout
Is
out
that
to
fair to say?
To Slee 3.
So that's a tour, is that a
that's my
tour
guys.
manager?
That's my
Yeah.
tours, yeah.
Yeah, so he kind of locked you guys in, and that's how tour came.
Yeah, he
came
locked
to
in the
be.
tour 100%. Facts.
So for Lil Tjay though, this is my question. Like for Lil Tjay to send you a DM like he did, do you know like how he even first heard about you in the first place?
All right, so honestly speaking, I don't know. I never really asked him.
Could it have been the
That's a
FN
good question. I'm
remix
gonna ask
that
him.
you did, maybe?
Nah, I did FN after I met TJ.
Say less.
So yeah, back then everybody was Facebook famous when that was a wave. There was a couple people I never knew who TJ was. I like music wise for me. There was people that like he used to go live on Facebook and they used to tell him like do a song with Kyy Stacks, and I guess one of my friends told me, yo, TJ was on live. They was like do a song with Kyy Stacks, and he was like, I keep hearing that. but this is like before FN dropped. So I never really like reached out to him. I never really like, I was just like, oh, he's dope. Another kid coming up from the Bronx, like, besides, you feel me, somebody else that came out from the Bronx. So I was like, all right, that's fire. Like, he's around my age. When he DM'd me, it was kind of shocking. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of didn't. I was like, what the hell? I was kind of shocked, yeah. He DM'd me, he showed love, and he just hit me up on something like, you a dope artist. And that's one thing about TJ, like, he got an ear for music. So if you want to come up, he'd definitely tap in before they blow up for sure. It's a couple artists that blew up that he touched base with first.
Yeah, that's dope. A lot has happened since that's happened, right?
Yeah, facts.
One of those things, like we just mentioned, is tour. Like going around the
tour
country,
with him.
going around the world.
Word.
I've heard you say tour with Lil Tjay was absolutely
crazy.
fucking wild. Yeah.
That's
Apparently you got to sleep with, these are your words, you got to sleep with one eye open.
hell yeah.
Why is that? Do people be pouring water on you and shit
Yeah,
like that when
like-
you're sleeping? Like, what?
I'm not gonna lie, I see a lot of rappers doing that now,
Uh-huh.
and that started with us. Like, we started that.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing,
Nah,
goddamn? Because
it's
if I was
I think it's a
sleeping,
fun
I would
thing.
hate that.
But it started with us. It's a lot of rappers and Twitch streamers pouring water on everybody while they
Yeah.
sleeping. That started with us. But yeah, I went on tour with him. He brought me on tour, and it's just wild. Like when they play too much. Like for me, it's fun though. It's cool. Like, but they play too much.
Yeah.
So you'll be sleeping and you'll think, you think nobody got you.
People forget though, like, what is it, 22-year-old, 23-year-old
Yeah,
fucking
20,
kids?
we
Like,
young,
at the
yeah.
end of the
So
day,
it's
people
young
lose
and
sight
wild.
of that, yeah. Hell no, but I'm not going to push on this too hard, but I have to know, like, what's the word, if there is any, between any upcoming collaborations that people might see in the future? Doing Lil Tjay?
Me and TJ, we locked in. So y'all gonna see something real soon.
He'd be vamping in the studio too, apparently, right?
Facts. We be in the stew heavy. He be in the stew. He be locked in. He's locked in. He's one of like his work ethic. I like his work ethic. He's literally different. Like, I ain't gonna lie, he's different. Like, the kid will go to sleep, wake up at 5 a.m, go get breakfast, go to the studio. Yo, Kyy, we out to the studio. We out. Fuck it.
Does that push you to go harder too?
I'm not gonna lie, yeah, his come up definitely made me think, like, you could take this to another level. Actually, he told me that, like, you could take it to another level. Like, for me personally, we was in the studio with an artist. I'm not gonna say their name, but we was in the studio with a platinum selling artist, and his work ethic wasn't even all that. And TJ was writing me the whole time we in the studio. He's like, yo, Kyy, you're better than him, bro. You gotta blow. You gotta
That's
pop.
gotta
Like,
be
this should be
motivating as
motivation.
fuck.
He's like, this nigga is trash. This should be motivation. So for him to say that, and him being a platinum selling recording artist, I take his advice a lot.
Oh, yeah, someone who made it, who's been around plenty of artists and stuff
Word,
like
especially
that.
coming from where I come from. So
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, so just to harp back a second on that tour life, saying that it was crazy and everything, one thing I've heard you say specifically is it showed you that these girls really be for the streets.
yeah,
I told you I had questions about the females. You were saying, make sure you got them. I got them. Don't worry.
Nah, these girls is for the street.
But
I'm
what
I'm
exactly
soft,
happened to make you think that? Like,
I'm soft. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, if I fuck with you and we locked in, we locked in.
weren't you
But that's
cuffed
my
at the
problem.
time? So you weren't entertaining any of that either, right? Like,
Yeah, I was cuffed up.
yeah.
I was cuffed up for a long time. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out
Get
to
on
her.
tour again, then I guess I don't know. I'm allowed to say that,
Yeah,
but
word.
nah. But
Yeah.
based off what you've said about some of the crazy girls and shit you've seen on tour, like what can you tell me about? I guess the women from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, I guess it'd be boring over there. They don't got no emotion.
Didn't you say they were like some of the craziest girls you've ever met? on
Wow,
tour?
bro. They
Small
kids is crazy, man. They out there, they drinking, they off narcotics.
It's a hard
wilding out.
drug.
They
Those
wild,
Midwestern
like,
kids are
they're-
different.
They're with all the shits. Like,
Yeah.
in the Bronx, when you know,
It's not the same.
you could find girls that's with the shits in the Bronx, but they might play like they not with the shits. Like, and over like, when it come to tour and females, they not playing. They know what they came for. Like they here. They focus.
Oh, yeah.
They focus.
In New York.
Like, it's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. It's crazy ass
So,
experience.
so you were cuffed though on that first tour. I've been obviously preparing for this
Yeah, I was
interview.
cuffed
I've been
up, yeah.
watching all your old interviews.
Shout out
getting
to
ready.
her though, for me.
No, hell yes.
Matter
Well,
of fact, hold on. Happy birthday.
what's the day? Like, cause if this is already out,
Man,
you don't have to do that. But if this is already out by your birthday and you're watching
Shout out
this,
to all those
then
shit.
happy belated. That's all I'm
Happy
saying.
belated birthday.
Oh yeah, shouts. Happy birthday. All love there.
Yeah, I was locked in. I was in a relationship for like 6 years.
Yeah.
Crazy.
6-year relationship, yeah. And I was going through old Facebook posts and shit, you know, doing my research.
Yeah,
It's
you're
like,
doing your research. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah, I don't know. Like, I saw that huge apology post that you had to throw up there.
I'm
I
trying
was
to
like,
tell you, I'm a simp, low key.
you know, I didn't want to say. I didn't want to say that word.
Low key,
I didn't want to say
shout
that
out to her
word.
though. I appreciate her. Like,
I didn't want to
I
say
ain't
that
gonna
word.
lie. I appreciate her. It's
Hold
on, we
I'm not trying to do
take
that.
a shot, bro.
Yeah,
We gotta take a
drink
shot.
to that. We're getting into the part that you asked for. You know what I mean? Not the relationship part, but
Yeah, it's cool. I don't.
hell
we
yeah.
not ducking no smoke, so it's cool. We not ducking no wreck.
But talk your shit though, yeah.
Yeah, I was in a relationship for 6 years. It was cool. It was an experience. It was fun. It was also like a life-changing experience too, cause I got comfortable with something I shouldn't have got as comfortable with. But it taught me a lot. You feel me? I learned to focus on myself more now. Yeah, I apologize to her, cause I'm a social media comedian. You feel me? So like on Facebook, I'm more of a clown than Instagram. Like, feel me? So I used to like get mad. I learned how to control my anger now. I used to get mad and just post funny shit all day, like, yo, single, where the girls at, all this. So I feel like that was like more like me embarrassing her, as her being my shorty and like the world knowing that was my girl. I feel like I had to like publicly apologize, because like I did a public embarrassment.
That's mature.
So that's just me, me being grown and shit, you know, growing up.
Growing up,
like
hell
that.
yeah.
Bitches ain't shit though, but
So right off that though, like,
Yeah.
could you say that
Yeah.
applies to the girl that hit you up about getting her roses or some shit? We're not name dropping at all, but
yeah, I mean, I don't
you're in your
care.
own bag, you know.
Yeah, so some shorty hit me up like, you gonna give me roses? I guess I had got a girl roses, some shorty. I got 101 roses. I had a couple roses, but I got 101. Shout out to her too. She cool. I guess people thinking they know my life from what I post, they like, I bet if this nigga could do this with this girl, this nigga could do this with me. I'm not that nigga. So if you watching this and you think because I did something with one girl, I'm gonna do it with you, it's absolutely incorrect. That's false.
Set that record.
But I'm a simp. I ain't gonna lie. If I
She just gotta be worth it.
she gotta be.
So on
worth it.
that
She gotta
note,
be different.
Yeah.
So I definitely did.
Shouts to you. But I know for me, like, I know you're watching.
Yeah.
you know what I
I
mean?
hope she watched this. I hope she do for me. Stop playing with me.
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm
Word,
saying.
stop playing with me for real.
Well, keeping it with the ladies, but diving back into the music stuff.
Let's go.
Describing your music style, I've heard you say, I make music for the trenches, but I also make shit that girls can fuck with as well. So how would you describe your music to the people, and why do you feel like you cater to both audiences?
Like I said, I'm a simp on the low. Not really too heavy. Don't get it fucked up for me. I could curse, right?
Yeah.
Alright, don't get it fucked up. Not too crazy. So I really make music about like what I go through. You feel me? I can make a song about what somebody else go through, but pretty much all my music comes from what I go through. So if I'm making some real storytelling trenches music, it's gonna be that hard, that pain, and the guys is gonna fuck with it. The trenches gonna fuck with it for sure. Or I might be in my bag. I might text a girl for 2 weeks and like, nah, yeah, she the one.
That quick?
She the one, nah, chill. Not like that, not too deep. But like she the one. Me go in the studio, make a little song real quick. She might not never know I made a song for her, but make a song about how I'm feeling about a girl. So it's like the ladies love the music. The ladies love the being able to talk about, you know, love and feelings and emotion. Because I feel like a lot of people scared to talk about that.
Best artists are ones, at least like,
I'm
what they're trying to do. The best artists are oftentimes one that don't mind being vulnerable.
Word. So with me, I'm like an open book. I'm going to talk about it.
Another thing about your music that I really fuck with is sometimes you're not afraid to throw in that Spanish into your songs.
Yeah, you know that, man. Feel me? We do a little bilingual, a little sign.
Where's that come from? Where'd you get that from?
Feel me? I got Hispanic in my family.
There you go.
But
where's your family from? Like some?
Panamanian and Dominican.
There you go.
So yeah, I got a little Spanish in my family and stuff. But the Spanish didn't even come from them. I'm not gonna lie to you. So it really came from just being from the Bronx. You feel me? Like I know how to. Shorty might not speak English. I might do a little shine.
You gotta do it.
Give me a little shine. Yo, mami,
you gotta cater.
I say, for me, when I got type shit, un poquito. Like, you know English, you know Spanish, poquito, mommy type shit. So it came just from being from the Bronx. And yeah, like being from the Bronx is heavy Spanish. So you gonna run into son.
melting pot.
I run
I
to a
guess.
little fire joint that don't speak English. You gotta do
Not
what
a
you
word?
gotta do. You feel me? Word. Cause I'ma do what I gotta do.
Yeah, no, you gotta be for me. I gotta be a man of the people. You gotta be, you know,
Saying
you
the
gotta do what you
word.
gotta
So
do.
yeah, I know a
Fuck
little
yeah.
Spanish.
I'm with it. So speaking of like that Spanish music that you kind of have added into your arsenal here, can you tell me anything about this collab that you have coming out hopefully sometime soon with Rochy? How do you pronounce it? I'm not a
Rochy? Rochy.
Say, mommy, what you doing? If I keep letting me see you move it, give me a chance, baby. I can prove it, can prove it. So you got me like, yo te quiero, mami, me luce. Fall in love with money, I'm luces. Give me a chance, baby, yeah, you fooling, you fooling. I'm just trying to show you better ways, yeah. See better ways, to put you in a foreign in a race, yeah. Make it feel like
what
You
is
gotta
it?
let the R
Rochy.
roll. Rochy, yeah.
Rochy.
Yeah,
But
shout
how
out
is
to
he
Rochy.
pronounced the RD? Is it RD like or is it Erede or something like?
I wouldn't know.
I think it's
RD?
Rochy Erede. Erede.
Yeah, so shout out to Rochy.
I'm getting my big Bronx bag on.
How did I get into him? He followed me on the gram, and I swear I never noticed. My ex is Hispanic, so one day she just, I guess, lurking. She's like, yo, you know Rochy follow you? I'm like, who the hell is that? I ain't gonna lie. So she's like, you don't know him? I'm like, nah, who's that? And she showed me his gram. I'm like, oh, he's verified. He's got a clout. I started going on his YouTube. I seen his numbers was up there. And then I checked my DM, and he DM'd me. And he has like a little poor English, but he fucks with the music. So he on some, yo, come to DR, let's work, let's shoot a vid. Like, he shows love.
That's dope. Is there any backstory between you and J Balvin? Is that?
Yo, J Balvin, I fuck with him heavy. Yeah. We met J Balvin. It was me, my photographer, and my driver. We was in the studio. We was in Manhattan Beach, and we ran into him. So us running into him, we overheard it. Like, yo, J Balvin's in the studio, whatever. I think somebody either seen him or overheard it. So I'm like, oh, that's fire. I didn't think we was gonna really run into him. As we going downstairs, I'm getting the Suburban and stuff. They got the Maybach truck behind us. I see the Maybach truck. I'm like, oh, that's tough. I'm like, yo, who in that? It's a driver. Shout out to him, Luxury Transporter. He's cool. He was driving J Balvin at the time. So I'm just fascinated over the car. I didn't even know who was in it or whatever. We talking to the driver about the car. My driver's talking to his driver. J Balvin comes downstairs. He's like, oh shit, J Balvin. So he was on some. I asked him, like, yo, how much you want for a feature? And he was just like, I don't charge for features. If I like it, I'll do it. So leave the record with the studio. And when I come back, make sure they, like, show it to me, play it to me, and I got you. I'm going to show you love. And we going to lock in. One of the workers in the studio, he was supposed to set up a meeting, like, with me, him, J Balvin in the studio. But the timing was always off. Yeah. But we got some, like...
That's one of, like, the biggest artists in the world.
He's
like,
dope.
That's like, if you look at the numbers on monthly listeners, Spotify, the whole nine, like,
yeah, he's dope. He's cool.
That's one of the biggest artists on planet
Once he
Earth.
told me, like, I don't charge for features. If I like the talent, I'll do it.
Yeah,
I already knew the vibes. Like,
yep. That's what I was thinking when you even said that, that part of the story. So what other collabs, though, can people... I mean, you mentioned Sheff G on this upcoming
Jay
project.
Gwuapo.
Okay, there you go. That's one of the ones.
That's the guys right there. Shout out to Jay Gwuapo.
Definitely.
I got a collab coming up with him. Jay Gwuapo was, a lot of people don't notice, Jay Gwuapo was actually the first person verified with clout that hit me up.
Okay.
So a lot of people don't notice. He hit me up on Facebook. He had posted a post like, tag an artist y'all want me to work with. And this is like way before I met TJ. A lot of people was tagging me. He hit me up like, yo, your shit hard. Let's work, get in the studio. He actually sent me like, if I'm not mistaken, he definitely sent me a driver one day to pick me up. Pulled up, picked me up. I ended up coming to the studio. Yeah. We was in some studio downtown. And then we ended up getting like dumb lit, smacked. I was smacked. And we ended up going to the studio in Brooklyn. We never really locked in the record though. Like it was so much going on. Niggas was just catching a vibe. But we end up like personally fucking with each other. So I fuck with him heavy. He's hopping on the record too. That's on the tape.
Yeah, so something will come out of that in that regard. Then
it's on the tape too. We got some shit coming up.
Get that. Yeah. So other artists, I guess New York City / Bronx, and that I've heard you say locked in with, or at least in some capacity have tapped in with. Speak on, you know what I mean, any of this as much as you're willing to.
Probably.
DThang, is that
DThang
Yeah.
or Free DThang.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I haven't really locked in with him. I never locked in with him, but I fuck with his music.
How about Ron Suno?
Ron Suno, that's the Gaza. He's
Yeah.
actually in one of my videos. He's in the No Talking video.
Yeah.
He's the detective in the video locking me up. I fuck
He's
with him.
funny
That's
as
the
fuck
Gaza.
too. Like his
Yeah, that's
shit
the
that he-
Gaza. Like he's
yeah.
always been like that. Like that's the bro.
Oh yeah.
That's bro.
Oh yeah. What about Fivio Foreign?
Hey, big drip.
Bow.
Fivio, I fuck with Fivio too. He's cool. We locked in a couple different times. We was in the studio together. When he did Richer Than Ever with Rich the Kid, I was there.
Yep.
He got me under his wing like this in the video. Like, I'm Richer Than Ever. But Fivio show a lot of love too. Like I seen his progress. He's cool as hell. He's from Brooklyn and he's cool with like my family. Fetty Luciano, Rowdy and them. So
Yep.
we locked in.
So yeah, Fetty Luciano. I mean, you have a song with Fetty Luciano, right? So,
Yeah, called FaceTime. It's
Yeah,
not out
FaceTime.
though. That's crazy.
Yeah, I was tight
Yeah,
about
Fetty.
that because I heard you mention it, and I was
Yeah,
like, "Where the fuck
FaceTime.
is this song?" Like,
We haven't dropped it, but it's everything, you know. It's a time and
Yeah.
place for everything.
absolutely. When it makes
Shout out
sense.
to Fetty though. That's my guy. Like he watched me grow up, and it's crazy. Speaking of Fetty, I probably have him in a documentary too that I'm shooting. Cause
Bet.
growing up playing ball, like a lot of people don't know this either. Fetty taught me a lot playing basketball. Like, I don't play ball no more, but when I was growing up, he was the ball player. So he used to play ball. He was nice. He had all the bitches. Like we lived on the 9th floor. I used to think I was a little gang member. He had a 9th floor handshake and shit. That nigga was like he had me sturdy. I felt like for me, I'm mad young and shit, but Fetty, he taught me a lot too with like basketball life and shit. He showed mad love. That's the guys like that's really like family. We locked in heavy.
How about Slim Santana?
SimxSantana?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was on tour with us.
Yeah.
Um,
Slim Santana.
we were supposed to lock in. I don't know what happened to that. We did a record. I think we sent it. We never really got the record back. But we were supposed to lock in. He was cool though. I met him on tour. He was on tour, performing together and shit like that.
Anyone else? I guess New York City, Bronx. I mean, just
Any other rappers?
yeah, like that you want to shout out and or tell.
It's a lot of them. I ain't gonna lie. Let me see. From New York rapper. We got shout out to Shani Bani. You know Shani Bani.
Oh fuck yeah.
Shani is one of my close friends and stuff. We cool. She got some records. She got some pain. We got a song together actually too. Kenzo B.
She's
It's
hard.
like family. She's hard. Super hard.
Yeah.
She know the vibes. Like we cool and shit. Who else? Those are 2 female rappers I could name right now.
I'm not gonna stop
from
you.
the
Like.
town. I'm trying to think. I'm not gonna lie. Sleepy Hollow, Sheff G,
Oh, yeah.
Fivio Foreign, Rowdy Rebel,
Do
Fetty
you
Luciano.
lock in with like Sleepy Hollow, Sheff G, like Eli
We always
Frost?
together.
Eli Frost. or
Eli
what?
Frost, I never locked in with him. Oh, J Bezzy. Me and him got a
Okay.
record too together.
Okay.
He's signed to Winner Circle as well. J Bezzy's from like Brooklyn. He's a dope artist. Jay Gwuapo. Another artist I had locked, like not even locked in with, just in tune. Like I'm pretty much in tune with like all the New York rappers. Like, feel me? I'm cool with who cool with me. Put it that way. Like if I fuck with the music, like I'm not I don't judge off people's background. If I fuck with the sound, I fuck with the sound. So
The art form
that'd be
is-
my
that's-
vibe.
yeah,
So
that's
I'm
good.
cool with a lot of it's kind of mixy, but shit, I'm cool with a lot of people that, for me,
Yeah.
go against each other. Like far as music wise, like I'm not a hater. Like B-Lovee, I fuck with his music too. K-Flock, his music is dope. DThang, Bando.
I want to have this whole conversation about the melodic versus drill, within the Bronx,
Good.
But before we get into that, some dream collaborations of yours that I've heard you say. Kehlani,
Kehlani, shout out to Kehlani.
like that would be one.
And
for
I
you?
like them tatted bitches. Hi, Kehlani. Yeah.
Holla at me though. Chris Brown.
Chris Breezy, yes, sir.
Okay, this is one I've been waiting to ask you. Would you still want to collaborate with Tory Lanez?
Yes.
You would.
Free Tory.
Bet that. I'm just,
Tory.
I'm just
Free
asking.
him. Word.
All right, well, let's talk about that Bronx music scene.
Let's go.
The melodic verse drills like that. There's a whole thing. I've heard you say that melodic will always win out over drill in the Bronx because it's got the ladies on its side.
Yeah, not only that, melodic goes mainstream. So it's like,
Yeah.
shout out to the drill scene, though. You feel me? They doing their thing, and they got a wave right now. It's shaking. But when it come to, like, melodic music 9 times out of 10 is more popular to go mainstream.
Play it on the radio, probably
Radio
more
play.
often.
You could go out, you could
Drill
go on
too, but-
tours. a lot of these drill rappers can't do shows in certain places. You feel me? They shows is getting
Shit
canceled.
gets shut down.
Hip hop police is
Yep.
on them, so it's a lot like dealing with it. But drill rap is cool. I fuck with it. Like for me, I feel like Bronx drill is more gangster than Brooklyn drill. Brooklyn drill is more like if you getting money, you getting the ladies, you on that. So it's a different type of way for the Bronx. But melodic music is definitely more like I feel like if you could catch attention and you could gravitate a fan base, you're gonna go mainstream with melodic music. And that's the goal. The goal is to go mainstream. The goal is to go pop. You feel me?
Money, yeah.
You go pop, you out of here. So that's really the goal with it. It's hard to do that with drill music.
That's a great. I actually appreciate you dropping that on this platform because that's a great perspective. I feel like you only really get more often than not as an artist. You know what I mean? To be able to put it that way. So I appreciate that. How have you feel like you've developed as an artist since starting back in 2019?
I feel like we just been going up ever since.
Yeah.
So like as an artist mentally, it's a lot of work. It's emotional. Me being like a female artist too, and let me say, I guess you could say like a gay female artist. I feel like a lot of my fan base don't know I'm a girl.
I've heard you say that. Yeah, I wanted to let you say that shit.
Yeah, so a lot of my fan base, like they'll be like, "Yo, what the hell? I didn't even know you was."
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that's what I'm trying to break into, trying to get my fans to like.
Yeah.
Some of them to know like, oh yeah, you're.
I see some of the people in the YouTube comments. They don't know, but like they're just like this shit's hard, like bro. And
yeah, so
people put them in their place though. People put them in their place.
I feel like the growth. I grew a lot with the music because, like, I'm really true to myself. So it's just like I seen a lot, been through a lot. I stay locked in like with myself. So me being locked in with myself, being in the studio, having like the people around me, like Chuchi, Bugs, Will.
Absolutely. Shout out everyone here.
Obviously,
Manager
so like,
Allen.
to have like certain people around me and shit, management, team wise, they always keep me on my toes. You feel me? So I could like today I was on something. Yo, I'm about to cancel this interview.
Really?
I swear to God.
Who told you to stand your ground?
Everybody over there.
Yeah. So everyone was like,
yeah. Everybody, but growing like doing music, I feel like it took a toll on me, but it's like I got a story to tell. So I feel like I have to do music. It's not like a 9 to 5 is not an option. There's no backup plan. This is the backup plan. Like plan A, what Lola Brooks said, plan A is gonna work. Like for me, this is plan A. It's no plan B. So I gotta like just lock in and stay more focused. Like now that I'm dropping the tape, it's just I gotta dedicate myself to being more consistent because I wasn't as consistent. And that was just me going through like whatever I was going through at the time and just falling back from certain things. So
absolutely.
Now I'm just stepping back into like reality.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
Absolutely. In letting you talk your shit and clear any air here, like you just said about how people might misconceive, your image and shit like that. I'm curious, and this is a 2-part question here, so bear with me after the first part, okay? First part of this question is, given everything that you just talked about, do you get a lot of like comparisons to Young M.A?
Shout out to Young M.A. We went bowling together and shit. She's cool.
Yeah?
She cool, yeah.
Because I was going to say, the second part of that question is if you do, and I don't know if you do or not, shoot that down as if you want and make that shit clear, you know what I mean? Because
I don't really get compared to Young M.A besides the look because of the
energy,
quote unquote AG stud look, but like far as like lyric wise, me and Young M.A.
Your styles are so different.
Totally different.
So
lanes.
different.
Like she's more in the rap lane.
Yeah.
You feel me? Me, I'm more in the singing, melodic R&B lane. You feel me? So we in 2 different lanes. So I don't feel like anybody could compare us to each other. But a lot of people compare me to Dej Loaf, Lil Tjay, A Boogie, like other rappers that do melodic because we sing and rap. But like, I feel like we all got our own unique sound. Like me, I got my own sound than the rest of them. So
absolutely
ain't no like.
All right, this is another one that you don't have to speak. I'd love to if you don't want to elaborate on it. I'm not asking you to go too deep on this, but I'd love to know off camera at least. But can you speak on your own words here of your favorite rapper really copy me?
I started the wave. Your favorite rapper really copied me. That's that no talking talk.
Shout out to the song The Guys,
yeah,
right?
Shout out to The Guys, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Alright, so I had a weird like uprising with this music thing. A lot of rappers hit me up, blue check rappers. I ain't gonna lie. That's why like in one of my songs, I was like got blue checks, but in real life, yeah, I know these niggas is pop. You feel me?
Yep.
The reason why I said I started the wave, your favorite rapper really copied me, is when I first started getting clout. Like I'm getting my 10,000 followers, 11,000 followers. Like it was just going up so fast. There was an artist that hit me up talking about they're gonna do a feature with me. I'm not gonna say no names, but I'll tell you off camera.
Yeah.
But hit me up to do a feature. I sent them the record, and they took the beat. So instead of doing I sent them the session, they took the beat, and they had more clout than me. So obviously the producer
Wasn't
is
it the
gonna
lyrics
ride.
though you used too or some shit? I don't know.
It's a couple different things. It's just a little weird. There's a lot of rappers that done try to steal drip. You can't steal Sauce. You heard Sauce is sold separately.
Yeah.
But yeah, they took the beat, they did a song to the beat, and they dropped the beat, and it was corny. So I said what I said, like I started the wave. Your favorite rappers really copied me. So I personally still feel like that till this day. I stand on that. Like me ain't being an artist. I feel like they just like. If you go through my views, the amount of blue checks in my views and my story views is crazy. I don't even drop, so why y'all watching me? But it is what it is. They watch, they going, for me, they going to copy. It's cool. I'm not tripping on it, though.
Hey, as long as you know you got it, you know,
Word.
you just gotta keep
I'll tell you to
coming
wrap
with
it off.
Yeah, no, I'm
off
not
camera.
going to tell you to say it on camera at all, no. But what are some Kyy Stacks songs that people should listen to if they have not heard your shit yet?
No talking.
Yeah, I completely
Listen
agree.
to that. That's that flock right there. That's that pain music. No talking. You know the vibes. If you getting money and you getting bitches, you know the vibes is the tune for you. For me.
Yeah. I want to share mine with you, but I want you to finish
No
first.
talking. You know the vibes. I want to say Dangerous in Love.
Thank you. Yep.
Fire.
Yep.
That's that flock.
That shit went viral on TikTok.
Yes,
like,
sir.
Big viral.
Yes, sir.
I can't do this thing called life without you here with me. Dangerously in love. I'll never leave. Just keep loving me the way you nigga, fuck that bitch.
Yes, sir. It's still going viral on TikTok. It's crazy. That was unexpected. Dangerously in Love.
Some of the biggest people on TikTok were using that sound, right?
A lot of them. Over 1 million
was crazy.
followers on TikTok using the sound. There's a couple.
It's like one guy, what is the dude?
I forgot his name. I don't
You know
really
who
be
I'm
into
talking
I know
about?
exactly who you talking
I'm
about.
going to pull that up in editing.
Who else? No talking. You know the vibes. Dangerously in Love. I Like Girls. I Like Girls is a cool record that I did. That was fire. Rest in peace to P&B.
Absolutely.
I got a lot of fire records that's not out. So it's like my favorite records. Yeah, I wouldn't even know my favorite records, but they on the tape, so it's cool.
I don't know about any of the completely unreleased ones, but I got to get on your
Long
ass a little
Time.
bit
Long
about
Time is dope.
Long Time, okay.
And PTSD.
PTSD, that one's good too.
Yes.
So I got to get on your ass about one thing here.
What?
There are songs that you have put out on SoundCloud
Yeah.
that are not on streaming services,
Facts.
and it gets me tight.
I feel like everybody says that.
Yeah, I know. There's no way that you haven't heard that before, but obviously Dangerous goes crazy. The Disrespectfully freestyle.
Disrespectfully
Are
is
you
tough.
shitting me? that thing,
Disrespectfully
that
is
is
tough.
crazy.
That was my first, like, I feel like that was, I'm not gonna lie, like, I don't even feel like that was my first. My first drill record was called The Guys. It
Okay.
was a melodic drill record, and this is before drill became a wave. So, another thing, I started the wave. Your favorite rapper really copied me.
That was with the guys.
The Guys was like my first drill melodic record before drill was a wave, before the Bronx had drill on nothing. I did this for the gang, yeah, this for the guys. I performed that in SOBs, that went crazy, like. But Disrespectfully was more like a Bronx drill record, like, feel me? I went crazy on that. I feel like there's a lot of fabricating going on in the industry. I'm not here for it. If you like it, I love it.
Right? Still,
Yeah.
You'll have take those calls after the
So,
tape drops and
yeah,
take care
for
of
sure.
business.
Disrespectfully was more like a record. It was about I was just talking my shit. I ain't gonna lie, cause these rappers be cap. I keep it 100 with you. Like I know a lot of them personally. I done seen niggas, bitches, niggas in situations where it's all cap. So that was more the record. That's why I was on some like, y'all could all suck my, y'all niggas is jokes. Like for me. rap ass,
Oh, like you
cap
see
ass.
it. You don't have to come after
yeah.
people directly, but you.
I did the record on some joking shit, but it just ended up like everything I ended up saying is facts though. These rappers got blue checks and real life is pop. Like, feel me? Living in jets, living, doing certain shit. Like, so that was more, the record was more so to clear the air. Like, I'm not in no competition with none of y'all when y'all can't even be in competition with yourself. That was why I dropped that record. And everybody wanted me to hop on a drill beat. So it just came how it came out. That was
did
fire.
it for the people, then I respect that. Another one that I want to tell the people about and say to you, put that shit on streaming services ASAP. No Talking 2.
No Talking 2 is fire.
I feel like that's slept on because when people hear No Talking by Kyy Stacks,
I dropped it because like I wasn't even supposed to drop it originally. It's crazy because my management wanted me to put that on the tape too.
It's fire.
I wasn't even supposed to drop it originally. I dropped it being bored. Like, you know what? Everybody's writing me, drop son. I dropped it. And that was kind of cool. It's definitely slept on though, but I didn't do promotion. Like me, I'm the type of person I'll drop a record and never promote it. So it's like all my streams are really organic, if you tell. Like,
yeah, but I mean,
all of
that's
them
not
got
smart.
over.
Like,
yeah, it's
as
not
an
smart.
independent
That's
artist,
a fact.
Yeah,
but like it's just that's what I'm saying. Like that's a mishap with me. Like that's a problem that I have. Like I drop something and never talk about it. Drop something else, don't talk about it. So now that I'm getting more focused, it's definitely time.
Absolutely. All right, 2 more that I just want to spotlight here. True Story.
True story is a true story. It's a true.
Put it on streaming services, please.
I'm definitely actually speaking of True Story, just because I have the original. So True Story is really a true story. I actually went through something with a family member really close with, and we fell out. We had like this bad like fallout or whatever the case may be. Not to even get too deep into that, but feel me, that's just me like wearing my heart on my sleeve, holding people down, helping people, trying to like get everybody on the same level as I am, trying to put people in position to win and to eat. It was like for me, like that's why this year I got to be more selfish with myself because I really was like open hand, extended hand to everybody.
Yeah.
So that's what True Story came about. It came about like with dealing with somebody I was really close to, and for me, I love them to death though till this day. For me, but it is what it is. Life goes on for me.
Win them all, I guess.
Where for me, it is what it is. I want them to win though.
But you know, that shit sucks. But for real, another one. That's the last one on my list of shit that is on SoundCloud only
and not on store streaming platforms. I got you. I'm gonna put True Story on. Oh, speaking of True Story, because of being that one of the records on my tape is called Testimony. It kind of like speaks on the situation with True Story.
Okay.
So
adds context.
So yeah. So
and you just said to me that you're gonna put True Story on all platforms.
All platforms. I got y'all.
That'd be a holistic thing then.
Let's do it.
Have going.
For sure.
All right. So this is arguably my favorite part of the interviews I've been doing. I've been doing these like for the last bunch of interviews, and it's arguably been my favorite part.
All right.
Of each of them. I call these just general questions. You know, some might have to do with music. Some might stray away from music, but we're going to be bouncing around kind of all over the place, whether it's music, outside of music.
Let's get it.
It's going to get fun. First, you've said that Boston is like a second home to you.
Facts.
My question about that is I feel like that's kind of bold coming from a New York / Bronx native. You know what I mean? Like, how far from fucking Yankee Stadium did you grow up? You know, like.
Boston is fire. I love it over there.
You can say your piece on it. I can't get on that, but.
Boston is like one of the biggest fan base I have is in Boston. One of my biggest fan bases is in Boston. So I did like one of my biggest shows in Boston at the Big E Festival. And they've been showing love ever since. Like all the fan pages, most of them are from Boston. And just all the love, like in the beginning of my career coming up, came out of Boston. They was just going crazy, showing mad love. Every time I go back, it's like, it feel like I'm home. Like, it feel like I'm in New York, you feel me? So I fuck with it over there. It's cool.
Well, shout out to them for showing support to you, but you know, type shit. I mean, hey, shout out to my boy Strictly though. Strictly
Scory.
You know
That's
the
my
vibes.
guy right there.
Troy.
Strictly Scory. Shout out to
Hell
Troy.
yeah.
Yeah,
Hell
Troy.
yeah, no
That's
doubt.
the guy. He's another one.
He's a Boston
He's
guy.
a part of the like fan base team.
Yeah.
I fuck with him.
Oh yeah.
He know what's up.
So what happened? This is question 2 on general questions. What happened with a fan at Coney Island? Can you tell the people?
Alright, so I'm in Coney Island, bro. Daniel, bro, where you getting this shit from?
I do my research, man.
He's tripping. So
I do my
I went to
research.
Coney Island on some chill shit with a couple friends of mine, and we was on some chill shit. I was with a friend and my friend mom and stuff. As they went on the rods. I don't really like rods, dry rods. I like water rods more than dry rods, but I don't really like dry rods. So I wasn't really there to like get on any rods. I was just there to just enjoy the moment. I went out there and there was like, I guess a fan or whatever he is, weirdo. But, where my fan's not weirdo.
You know who you are.
Yeah, the feel me? The OTS fam is not weirdo. Shout out to them. But we watching them on the rod, you feel me, regular stuff. There's this boy, he's like, yo, look at her, she got a chain on her watch, but I'm not even preying what he's talking about. So then I just peeped him watching me a lot, and I'm from the Bronx.
Was that the mall?
Nah, that was
Well, Coney Island, I thought was the daughter and the mom who was crying with and taking a picture with you.
Yeah, that's another situation. Yeah, it's a lot of situations in Coney Island. That was the same day too.
That's crazy.
That's another
Now
thing.
you're
Yeah, the
beating my
family, the
questions
mom.
now. Yeah, there you go.
The mom came, pulled up. She was like, "Can I take a picture with
I
you?"
didn't know about the story you were telling. I
Yeah.
thought something like that happened at the mall. Or
Nah,
something.
yeah, that was in Coney Island. So, kid was on some weird shit, but
Yeah.
the mom and the daughter, they were like, "Yo, can I take a picture with you?" Crying, like, "Oh my God, that's
That must have
Kyy
been a
Stacks."
much better moment.
It was shocking because it was like, it was shocking, but it wasn't shocking because like I've been on tour, so I seen fans act unusual to me because it's new to me, and like show fan behavior, which is all love. I love the support, but their mom was crying. The daughter was crying. Daughter was crying. The mom was just like, "I don't want to bother you." I think I was with my driver that day. "I don't want to bother you, but can my daughter please take a video with you?"
Nice
And
about it.
yeah,
Then,
so
that's all good.
it's cool. I learned from my management. I gotta like, even if I don't want to take a picture, just take the picture. So
Yeah. Shout out to everyone who's here. While we're at it, shout out everyone in the room that you got here.
word. Shout out to Chooch. Chooch, man. That's Mr. Behind the Scenes over there. Shout out to him. Shout out to Bugs. Bugs, that's the big driver, never the little one. I got my nail tech here with me, my friend Rena. I got Walito Bendito right there, you feel me? And I got De Niro, the motion picture hero. That's my photographer over there, you feel me? We gave him that name. Don't steal that name.
Man is shooting in.
And then we got my boy Oni, you feel me? In-house catalog,
Only
you feel
shooting
me?
with 6K.
They not
over here.
trying to tell you. They doing shit over there.
Yeah, I've heard
Shout
you
out to the whole
stress-
team, word.
I've heard you stress the importance of a good team, right? So
It's facts.
it sounds like you got that around you.
Word. You don't see me with too many people. Like, most of the people you see me with, I'm with.
Well,
every
I'm
day.
gonna get. I mean, you said you were pulling up 3-4 deep. I mean, you might have 6, 7 people here, which
Yeah,
I'm
but
fine with. But
you got to think about
it's hard
it, though.
to
Like,
sit
when I mean
everyone.
by 3-4 deep, I mean, like, crew-wise. Like, right now, I'm not even with the crew. Like, I'm with the team. Like, it's
Yeah.
the team. Like, for me, like, far as, like, gang, I could be here 20, 30 deep, but I don't move
We
like that.
wouldn't be able
yeah.
to fit everyone.
It's not even that. I just don't move like that, even on a regular. Like, I don't really be 20, 30 deep. Like, shout out to the gang, though. For me, it's nothing personal. I'd rather move militant, move.
I
how
mean, in
move.
business things like
Yeah,
this. I
for
mean,
me.
we're having fun.
But everybody
drinking
that's
and
here,
shit,
everybody
but at
that's
the
here is
same
working.
time,
Literally,
absolutely.
everybody here is working. Like,
Absolutely.
we got my videographer, we got my photographer, driver, management. For me,
That's what we do.
Assistant.
That's what we do on this podcast.
shit like that.
Assistant.
Assistant.
That's what we do on this podcast. We mix business and pleasure. We have
Mm-hmm.
fun doing business.
Word.
Type shit.
It's fun. It's cool.
No, appreciate you coming, but we'll get to that at the end.
All right.
We mentioned the Wisconsin girls,
Yeah.
right? But you said something in one of your interviews about who has like the baddest girls that like you. I went to Syracuse. I know
Mm-hmm.
you stopped on Lil Tjay's tour at Syracuse, performed at the Westcott.
Yeah.
You said upstate New York also has the baddest women, even though they be babas.
They babas, but they aight.
I mean,
Upstate definitely got the joints. Like, they
I went
got-
to Syracuse, so that statement hit all kinds of home for me.
So yeah, upstate. Shout out her. Shout out
Okay,
her. I ain't even gonna say a name, but it's some little fire little upstate joint up there. But it's a couple of them though. They fire out there.
All right, next one. Don't get too mad at me for putting it this way. All right.
Alright.
But How do you deal with the downsides of being a Leo?
Being a Leo is great though.
Sure.
Why you know what's
pop
good?
off.
What's wrong with Leos?
I have a lot of friends that are Leos,
What they cocky?
but there are more Leos than any other zodiac sign that I find myself being like,
Around?
fuck this. Like, fuck, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean,
maybe
feel
not,
like
though. Like, I don't know.
I'm a Leo and
Leos are hit or miss, because they're some of the
that's
best
what I was gonna
people
say.
I
There's
know, and they're
it's
not.
hit or miss because like I'm a Leo and I done met Leos that's nothing like me. I'll be like, nah, you
two
gotta
different
be an August Leo. I'm a July Leo, but
Yeah, maybe that is.
it be some people politic regular shit. Yeah. Some girls be like, you a Leo, but at the end of the day, word too, you a Leo or not, I bet you I got money on it. They still on it, so it's like I'm a Leo and what I run this for me.
Say less.
No cocky shit though, cause
No. I mean,
but yeah,
good to be confident.
being a Leo is great.
All right, next one. How'd you first get locked in with Skai Jackson?
Shout out Sky. That's my heart right there.
Yeah.
Skai Jackson for me, Lil Zuri from Disney Channel.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's my heart right there. We got locked in like she in tune with a couple of us. I was at Rolling Loud and it was a big fight. Like Trippie Redd had fought somebody, some ghetto shit. Shout out to Trippie Redd, but he had fought somebody and Sky was literally standing right next to me. I'm sitting on a chair. Like for me, I'm not that tall. I'm only like 5'5", 5'6", whatever. I'm standing on a chair. I'm trying to see who getting it on. You feel me? I'm backstage at Rolling Loud in LA. And Sky was standing right next to me. I turned around, I looked, and she knew who I was. She was like, "Oh, you're Kyy Stacks, right?" I'm like, "Yeah."
So she knew you were...
She knew who I was. Like, she in tune with the Bronx. I ain't gonna lie. She in tune. So she was like, "You Kyy Stacks, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." From there, I'm looking at her, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, that's Zuri from
Yeah, that ass.
But she locked in, like she fucked with me from there, followed me on the gram. She show love all the time. She comments, she tag artists in my music. She tries to get people in tune. She do what she could at the end of the day. And she a genuine soul. She cool. We like cool and stuff. Like we really cool. Like
That's cool.
That's my heart right there though. I ain't gonna lie.
Shout out to her, man. I grew up on...
I'm proud of her.
a lot
Like
that,
she on to something. Yeah. And she grinding black independent. For me, I like seeing black people win. So that's cool. She show love though. That's my heart right there for real.
Say less. That's dope. This is one of the ones I have been most excited to ask you this whole interview. I've heard you say in a prior interview that your go-to bodega order is a bacon, egg. It's either chopped cheese, but we're throwing that aside for a second, or a bacon, egg, and cheese with ketchup and mayo.
You gotta do it like that.
Now, let me just say something here, okay? Let me get this off my chest.
Yeah.
When I was at Syracuse, I used to get people were all up in my shit about putting ketchup mayo on my bacon, egg, and cheeses. I was like, have you ever had
You're doing the
two
right
together?
thing, my brother. That's the best combo.
But
right
it's
there.
like-
That's like you ever had totones
The best.
and chicharrón de pollo? What it come with? Ketchup mayo.
Ketchup
That's
mayo.
mixed together
The best
for me.
thing-
The best sauce right there.
The best feeling after you get that of like ketchup mayo's whack. I say just try it one time, and the amount of people that I put onto it after they fucking.
I'm saying though,
tried it,
my aunt used to tell me like, you're bugging. Why would you put ketchup mayo on your?
They don't know. Like they
Now
don't know.
they all do that.
I'm gonna post this fucking video on fucking social media, and you know who you are for doubting the ketchup mayo.
Ketchup
mix.
mayo mix.
Are
is
you
the
dumb?
best mix.
You like oh, come
Word of
on.
my mother.
Literally.
That's the best mix.
Stamps. No, that's stamps.
When it comes to bacon, egg, and cheese, that's definitely it.
I don't
You
know.
gotta ketchup mayo,
The only
salt,
people
pepper.
who shit on it are the
On a toasted roll. You gotta eat a toasted
roll, of
toasted
course,
roll.
of course.
For me, got you.
Of
It's
course. Or
only
bagel.
right.
I'm not gonna lie.
Bagel slap too. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
Shout out to
everything
Fresher.
Uh-huh.
He be doing some shit on. I be seeing shit. He be posting shit all the time. He be having a bacon, egg, and cheese on.
No,
the
you're
bagel.
not lying. There's not one lie there. But the only people that hate on ketchup mayo, I've came to this conclusion, are people that haven't fucking tried it yet. And for
Fact.
that, you're a shitty. All right, next question. What are your long-term goals in and outside of music?
My long-term goal, I want to be an actor, actress. So that's one of my goals. And I also want to have like a family business.
Okay.
That's another long-term goal outside of music.
What would that family business ideally be?
Honestly, I wouldn't know right
You
now.
have time to figure it out.
I have time to figure it out, but I want to have a family business because when I'm off this earth, I want my family to be able to like continue a legacy and be
Support
able
your
to.
family, yeah.
You feel me? I don't want to be like, I know it's a couple people that either they don't have family, so when they die with everything that come with them. But me, I want my family to be situated. Like even if I'm not here,
Generational wealth.
exactly. That's the word right there, generational
go.
wealth. So I want everything to like continue the speed it is going and stuff. So I'm definitely gonna have a family business in like probably another 2 years.
Maybe your own record label.
Shout out
one day?
to Books Kennel. That's a family business right now that we got coming up.
That's.
I mean, shout out.
Want to tell the people any more about it, or just stay tuned?
I just bought a Frenchie. So it's a dog kennel.
That's right.
And
That's right.
that's
I
a
meant to
little.
ask you about that.
It's a local business. It's a small business right now. But
What's
go
the
get
dog's
your
name?
exotic dogs. My dog, Celine.
Celine.
It's Celine.
It's Celine.
It's yeah.
So it's got a
two
title
C's.
and then Celine. Like
It's Celine. Yeah. Shout out to It's Celine. That's a memorial for my boy Carlos, my boy that passed away. So I told them we gotta rename the dog. It's Celine. That's the dog name. So fire, but yo, go get y'all dogs though, for real. Exotic, Merlies, Fluffies, all that. Go get them.
Yeah. Definitely, it's a good business to get into. I'll say
Great
that
business, I'm
myself.
telling you.
Man's best friend. Go get a
I'm telling you though, go get a dog. I would have had my dog here today.
Yeah.
But yeah, I forgot all about. I low key forgot about her.
Oh no.
I ain't gonna lie. I was supposed to bring her, but it's alright.
It happens. Hey, I hope she's doing well at the
She
crib.
good.
So we mentioned it earlier. How the phrase "stack it up or pack it up" get started in the first place?
Cause you gotta stack it up or
Speaks for
pack it
itself.
up. Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
it. Stack it up, pack it up came with cause I wanted to start a clothing line, and I'm still in the works for it. One of my friends they make clothes, so I was coming up with something. I made a song called "Stack It Up or Pack It Up." So
Not out.
that's
yet,
like
is it?
it's not out, but that's just like my go-to. Like the goal is to get rich. Like the goal is to be able to have financial funds. The goal is to be able to grind and be able to have luxury things. So that's the goal. If you're not coming over here with that goal, stacking it up, you gotta pack it up. You gotta come with that goal. You gotta bring something to the table. Bring a table to the table.
Yeah.
Feel me? So, and if they're not bringing a table to the table, you feel me? At least a chair to learn something. I don't even want it around me. So that's where it came from. Stack it up and pack it up.
So all right. So last one of the general questions here is: Dubai still your ideal?
Definitely, I
ideal
want to go to
vacation?
Dubai for sure.
Yeah.
I want to go there. I'm going there soon though.
You are?
Hopefully, yeah. I'm trying to get.
I was just I was helping my boy out with something he was filming with Bobby Shmurda.
Yeah.
Bobby Shmurda literally was off to Dubai the next day, like after. But I guess he's
It's
celibate.
money over
I guess
there.
He's celibate now, so he had to tell his Dubai shorty or something like that he wasn't biting the apple or something.
Hey, nigga, Bobby.
Yeah,
It's money over there though. I like it.
hell
The
yeah.
lifestyle, the luxury
yeah.
lifestyle is more advanced. It's a little different. I never been there, but as far as like me doing my research,
I hear it's
TikTok,
crazy.
YouTube, I like how they live out there, and I respect their culture. So it's definitely somewhere I want to go, especially when it comes to like far as business. I definitely want to go out there and do something with them. Go
Some
crazy.
Dubai shit. Some
Yeah,
Dubai
word.
whips.
I was supposed to go to Dubai with the football player AB. He invited me out there.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I ain't go, but passport situation. But
That happens.
we outside this year
Yeah.
for sure.
All right, so one last segment for you. It's called "Explain That Tweet." I have 3 tweets. You don't tweet much.
Yeah, I
not gonna lie to you,
don't.
but
I got my
but
I
good-
got my Twitter deleted.
yeah. Oh, you did.
So now my new Twitter is not that lit, but I'm gonna get it there. It's gonna get
We'll get to plugging your socials at the very end, but
let's get it.
you don't tweet much. But luckily, when you do tweet, they're worth making this segment. Explain
Word.
that tweet.
All right, let's get it.
All right, so number 1, quote, "Stand on your boundaries. Even if it get lonely, don't let nobody play with you."
Heavy on that. Stand on your boundaries, even if it get lonely. Don't
Were
let
you
nobody play
getting
with you.
were you getting played for a second, or you just
Nah, I
shut
stand
down?
on everything I say. If I say it, I mean what I say, and I'ma stand on it.
But did you realize you were getting played and say this, or you didn't let
Nah.
yourself
It's
get
just
played in the
more
first
like
place?
it's just more like what I go through. I know there's a bunch of other people that done went through it, so it's like some people don't know how to deal with situations. So that's what I posted that for. Like, yo, stand on your boundaries, even if it get lonely, even if it's whatever. Don't let nobody play with you. Know what you're worth. You feel me? That was more that post. Like, I know my worth.
All right, ready for this next one? These two are way I'm so
Let's go.
excited for these last two. All right, number 2, quote, I know I be disappearing and not texting back, but the truth is, I'm in the CIA. Care to elaborate on that one?
Yo, it's funny that the CIA joke. My ex-girlfriend, I used to tell her that all the time. I'm in the CIA. So, feel me, my real name is not my real name, but I used to just fuck around with her. Like, yo, don't tell nobody.
Did she buy it or like?
I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes she used to really think I was dead ass. Like,
She
used to think I was dead ass. Like, bro, what? And I used to be dead serious. Like, bro, I'm in the CIA. But I just say that because, like, I do go MIA. I'm a bad texter. So, I'm a person you gotta FaceTime or call.
Mm-hmm.
I be doing a million things, and it's not that I don't have my phone on me, because I have my phone on me 24/7. But sometimes I really do forget to text back, or I'll be like, yeah, I'm going to reply, and then don't reply, and I get caught up on the phone talking for mad long. So that was the whole point, is like, yo, damn, like, because I'm trying to scoop this girl, for me, trying to scoop this shorty. So I posted that because I feel like she probably think I'm a funny individual.
Yeah.
Simply because I don't
Sometimes
reply
you got to
back.
Gatsby a little bit.
Yeah, I don't reply back as fast, but I don't want to look as thirsty either. But then I really do be busy, so that's why I posted that.
Be like that. No, that's... All right, number 3. You're going to have to explain this one to me.
What?
Quote, next time I step in some cat emoji, I'm going to treat it like my last supper. All right, Jesus over here. We got poetic Jesus over here.
Yo,
Explain that tweet.
next time I step in some kitty, I mean, treat it like it's my last, you know? Feel me? I ain't gonna lie, I'm dead ass though. Like, it's been a while. Celibate lifestyle is hard. You feel me? But it is what it is, you feel me? You get more focused when you celibate. I'm just saying, like, the next time I step in some kitty cat, like, I'm gonna do it like it's my B-Day, for real. No funny shit.
To the max.
To that.
What did Drake say? To the max.
To the max. Word. So that's what that's about.
Not to say less on that. I just wanted to, have you talk your shit on that one.
Heavy on it.
Heavy on it for sure.
On it, Shani.
Any parting messages to all the people watching right now?
2/23/23/23 come out.
Definitely do that.
I need y'all to stream that on all platforms.
Stream them.
Shout out to my day one fans, the OG fans. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to my team, my family. God first. Put God first. For me, God over everything. And I just want to see everybody win. So even if it means like me even if I don't win and my team win, we win. So shout out to them.
Shout out to the team one last time for sure. No doubt about it. Plug your socials and streaming.
You can follow me on all platforms. Kyy Stacks on everything. Kyy Stacks on literally everything. Snapchat.
Go do that.
Twitter. Instagram.
Go do that.
Social media, YouTube. Everything is active. And shout out to that girl.
Shout out to that girl.
Shout out to that girl. You know what's up. Like, for me, stop playing with me.
And for me,
You feel me?
Yeah, that's what's
Word, he ain't pick up because, we filming right now. But
yeah,
you gonna pick up later, you heard?
She did. She hit me with the 2-time, too.
2-time calls. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to the girl.
Yeah.
Girl out for me.
Like, I'll give
I
her
want
a
her real
call
bad.
afterwards.
I ain't gonna lie. How long you been with your
Don't
girl?
get mad at me. It's a new thing, honestly.
It's a new thing?
It's
Shit, I'm single. I'm trying to get on somebody real bad, too.
Yeah.
Definitely did.
No roses, though, right?
Roses, I
already
feel like, look, the thing is, I feel like she gonna get roses because it's like a regular thing. Like, I'm really a gentle, I'm a gentle, like, like, I'm really romantic. I'm a hopeless romantic. That's the word.
Okay.
So me, I'm gonna make sure you feel good, treat you right, take you where you never been.
As you should, though. Like,
show you things you never seen before. If I take you on a date every time, you gonna have roses every time. Cause I learned that from Chooch, though, Chooch, he over there, he told me you gotta chill, Kyle, you gotta chill, twin. So he told me, for me. Yeah.
Are you a Superman person? Like, is that what?
Nah, this stand for big stacks, like, for me.
That.
So yeah, I got the Kyy Stacks piece on the way, the actual Kyy Stacks piece. But this just stands for big stacks. Like, I'm the hero in my story. Feel me? Everybody got a story, so I'm probably a villain in their story.
Cannon,
You feel me? I'm the villain in their story, but I'm the hero in mine. So
Absolutely.
That's what it stands for.
Absolutely. Well, definitely go follow Kyy Stacks on
Word.
all social media.
Follow
go
me, tap in
stream
with me,
her
we lit.
music.
We outside.
For sure, new project. You follow me at HarrisonSinger_ on Instagram, TikTok, the whole 9. Subscribe to this channel.
Subscribe. Make sure you
Harrison
subscribe.
Singer TV. Go do that.
Go do that right now.
It's for your benefit. We got you. With all
We
the
gonna
great
talk that talk, and we not
content
ducking no rec. Every question we ask, we gonna keep it 100 on this. We gonna keep it copacetic, never pathetic.
That's just
not
what we
gonna
did.
regret it.
That's
Shit
just
like
what
that.
we did. Until next time, everybody.
Yo, you know the vibes, man. It's Kyy Stacks, big stacks, never the little one. Get it. All right, man. Get some more down, man. W Riz.
Look,